Welcome to another episode of Figure This, Figure That, the Don's Figure Chat. Today I'm doing the two figures from Saving Private Ryan. As you can see from the little segment before this, I built this little diorama with sandbags and coasters for your table, coffee and tea coasters, you know, placemats. And I seen one of the guys use them and I thought, oh, that'll be handy. So even when I put them in the cabinet, I always put a ground sheet down first so these sandbags don't spread dust all over. But yeah, this is what it was built for, these two. Captain, what was his name? Oh, well, anyway, the two, Captain Millar. The two from Saving Private Ryan. And I think Pete Burns or Ed Burns there is just beginning to argue with the captain about killing the German. The level of detail DID go to on their army figures is astounding. You must know that all of these weapons are metal and wood. The fragmentation grenades, metal. Everything, even down to the B-52 radio, it's metal. Look at the likeness of Tom Hanks. Look at that. I mean, that is just brilliant. The quality of the tailoring. So I thought I'd do the two together because, you know, they both more or less have the same outfit on. There's the puttees down to the boots, the steel helmet. Let's start with Mr. Burns from the top. There's the likeness, smoking his cigar, and he's got on one of the dreaded DID bendy finger hands. I hate them with a passion, but I had to use it to get his cigar in. I'm still to put their patches on. No, not nicotine patches. They're patches and insignia for the Rangers Battalion. But look at that bar rifle, man. Look at it. That's all metal and wood. That is just amazing. It really is, eh? Look at the detail. Look at the detail. How fantastic is that? For all you soldiers out there. Yeah. And when we did basics in Navy, in the Marines, this is the webbing we were issued, this type of webbing, so we didn't mess up the other webbing, the good webbing. You know, it's like World War II webbing. Even the canteens and the cups, the Dixie cups they drink out of, are the same. That's how much level of detail these guys go to. All you hobbyists out there, they've even got the metal canteen cup around the water bottle that straps to your belt. How amazing is that? Exactly like we had. Tea time, fill it up with coffee and rusks with your blow puller, which is blue pills, which was always a legend in the SADF, the South African Defence Force. They were putting bluestone in the tea and coffee to keep the guys' sex drives down. I don't know how true it was. And there they go. I mean, look at the expressions. You can see they're actually talking to each other. You can pose these figures into whatever pose you want, remember? Some of the faces or head sculpts do come expressionless, and that can be a mission to get a decent pose. But, yeah, Burns just passes muster there, and Tom Hanks certainly does. At least he's got an expression, although bemused it may be. But yeah, magnificent pieces. I really fancy, I don't know if you've seen the movie, but there's a sniper in his platoon that goes to save, well, in his section, that goes to save Private Ryan. He's also a figure out there. So I was thinking of maybe getting him as well and create a whole scene from Saving Private Ryan. But you can't help but admire the level of detail DID, which is Dragon in Dreams, go to. Look, there's the cargo pants also with the puttees. So these guys were Rangers. very similar to South African recce's, except our recce's were a force on their own, forced to be reckoned with. But so were these lads, eh? They were good. They were trained really, really well. Okay. That's the backdrop that first faces you when you open his box. That's his box. You can pose him like that if you so wish. You can also get a 1/6 scale that's made by a company called ZY Toys, ZY Toys, that do a 1/6 motorbike, and it's the old style motorbike with the saddlebags from World War II. Well, they're not cheap, but they look great, eh? They look great. People get them for their Cap America figures, the Golden Age Cap. Yeah, it does look nice. So you could always get that for him and lie him up against it, like after the diorama there. There's his life, is it his life vest or a gas mask? I can't remember now. Let's go over the accessories he comes with. There's this, the army assault gas mask, which I haven't strapped to him. There's another of the famous bendy finger hands, the one at the back. The other two are just hands, one's a trigger hand. Here are his patches. I don't know if you can see them with this light. There we go. These are Burns' stuff, not Captain Phillips, not Captain Millar. This here, it's the first time I've ever seen them. It's a flotation device, like a belt, that they could inflate from getting off the landing craft, and it would like blow up and be around their waist. That's why a lot of the guys look like bobbing penguins in the waters, because of these things. And also for the guys in the SADF in South Africa, or any army, this sleeve, I've only just found out through these figures that this was a gas detector sleeve. It's called a broussard. We used to use it, so instead of sewing rank onto every sleeve, you would sew your rank onto this, and every day you put a new shirt on, you would just attach this to your shoulder lapel and pull it up your arm with your rank on. But I actually found out it had a purpose. It was a gas detection broussard. I don't know how they work. Maybe change a different color when there's a chemical in the air. I'm not too sure. There's his folding trench spade, also made of metal. I mean, it's so realistic. You can lock it and use it like a proper spade. That's his button hook at the back there, because he comes with buttons on his jacket. So they've thought of everything. If you come across, this is the only stuff from Captain Millar that I've added to this the Pete Burns stuff. So there's his compass, his dog tags, and his watch. Great, eh? So one day I'll put the watch in his hand and pose him like that. For now I'm liking him with the radio in his hand, his dog tags, and his watch. I'll put his watch on, but that looks like a mission to thread. I think that's why I didn't put it on in the first place. But yeah, excellent, excellent, excellent detail. I can't say how impressed I am. You know, I love soldiers and the whole thing. I wished I had more of them, but I'm more of a Batman fan to be in action figures, you know. But yeah, how magnificent don't they look? So please hit the like and subscribe if you want to see more of these fellas, maybe with their jackets off in different poses, whatever. Give me a shout. I'll try and do my best. I'll be happy to oblige if I can. If I can't, then I'm sorry. But yeah, hit a like and subscribe. Leave a comment or a question, and I'll get it answered as quickly as possible. If not by me, I've got friends in the groups that can help me out. But for now, just feast your eyes in all that is Private Ryan. That was my dramatic music for effect. can just hear in the crowd applause the approval of my singing. Yeah. Did you also know, I bet you didn't, that the boots are real leather? I kid thee not, real leather. As I say, the guns are wooden metal. You can strip them down to a certain degree. Yeah, just beautiful attention to detail. I can't reiterate that enough. They are just two magnificent figures, and nowhere near the price of Hot Toys. Yet definitely getting up there with the quality, definitely. If you look at the sandbags, we had lots of fun with those in the Marines. I'm sure a lot of the guys will remember the sandbag PT. But these are sandbags that are bought. They actually are advertised as sandbags, funny enough. And then you tea stain them to look worn and used. Yes, I could do a lot more weathering to all of my dioramas and my figures, but I'm always scared in case I destroy them or make them look shit, you know. Excuse the language there to the young ones. There he's got his Wolverine stogie in his hand. Having a quick drag before marching on, if he agrees with what Captain Millar's telling him. I think this is the time when he wants to kill the German prisoner they've caught for killing one of their men. But Captain Millar is saying no. You know, we're not barbarians. And there was always a bet in the movie about what profession he was in civilian life. So I won't spoil it for you, I won't tell you what it is. But yeah, this is the moment when that happens. There's quite a few of them standing around. And the sergeant actually threatens to shoot Burns for desertion and also not listening to a lawful command from his superior officer. So yeah, Tom Hanks saved the day again. So yeah, to the Rangers from Saving Private Ryan. I hope you've enjoyed what I've done with them and what I've talked about. Yeah. Any questions, any comments, please hit me up in the comment section and I'll be glad to answer. Looking forward to hearing from you all. Please hit subscribe and like, means a lot. And I'll leave you with that. So that's me, the Don. Figure this, figure that. Peace out.